going under, and this time I feel there's no one to save me.
You are welcome on Akuda Talk Show. If today is your first time watching us, hit your subscribe button on our YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then WhatsApp. Women have been perceived of being gold diggers. Is it true? Why are we realizing, or why are we experiencing that of late? We have a regular guest in the house in the person of Bishop Dr. David Zitibo. Bishop, you are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bishop, there is this perception now. Women are being perceived as being gold diggers. Why? Is it true?
Yeah, to a very large extent. I wouldn't make a blanket statement wanting to assume that all women are like that. But truth be told, unfortunately, what is happening in our days now tries to suggest that this assertion to a large extent is true, especially when you enter into the celebrity setting and the likes. Not only there anyway, but it looks like nowadays love is really relegated to the background. It's not about love anymore. It is about gains. It is about what is at stake. What do I get, and the rest like that. It seems as if women now are towing the line of independence, that their eyes are open. They are now career women, career this, career that. So they also stand for themselves. I have nothing against that. But to the extent that it is now turning to be that I wouldn't work hard, I wouldn't utilize my skill, I wouldn't go after working to achieve, to attain and become for myself, but I want to rather use what I have to get what I want from someone who is really not suspecting, hypocritically or deceptively going to amass wealth from that individual. It leaves much to be desired, and it's becoming one too many. The stories are many. If you permit me, I could just be, it is just bad. I don't know why that has come up of late, but that is what is going on.
But before you read what you have, why have we gotten to this stage? Whose fault is it? Is there not a cause?
To a large extent, one want to say that, but I want to assume that we find ourselves in strange times, so some of these things, when they happen, they are not too strange, okay? They are not too strange. In some time past, even till now, women have been at the receiving end where they cry foul that they are being used and abused, being maltreated. Let's be very honest. Many a man who had gone into a woman, whether marriage or just mere relationship, and they walked away, the way they treat the women, or the way they treated the women in some time past, even till now, leaves much to be desired. You go impregnate a woman and then you get lost. Unfortunately, you end their schooling, you end their career and stuff like that, because they would have to fend for the baby, the child, or the children all alone, single parenting. It's not an easy thing. And women have gone through all that. Sometimes you have a case where the women are really battered, beaten. I mean, they are ill-treated, maltreated in such a way that some are maimed, some are killed, some even go mad as a result. Very unfortunate thing that women have really gone through in life over the period. I want to assume that some of them, by reason of this, have trained their children, or some have learned from it and have become what they are today, or what we are seeing today, unfortunately. But not in all cases. I must confess that in today's world, many people are using independence, that I am this, I am that, and they wouldn't want to fall into any such trap. Unfortunately, they are towing a line which is also not very good, that for me to be used and abused, no, I would rather be smart. Now listen to this. The laws had been created to help women from being used and abused. But it looks like now the women are taking advantage of the law to use and abuse men who are not suspecting. Unfortunately. That is just unfortunate, but that is what it is. So it is our day and age. Unfortunately, our day and age. But it is very painful that men who are real and want to build a family fall into such hands, and they only come for the money. When you are not rich, they will not come to you. They wouldn't love you. They will not fall in love with you. They wouldn't buy whatever thing you say. No, they target the rich folks, and they go to and they mess them up. They call for the divorce.
Wow.
Yes, the majority, the women call for the divorce, not the men. And for a man to call for a divorce, the women ill-treat them, all kinds of stuff. Lots of things happen. I'm not holding brief for any man. Sometimes, you see, women would time. This is what they do. They know men are weak, so they're only waiting for you to go for, get a side chick.
And you
Let
don't fall.
them, fine, let them hear that you slept with any woman at all. Then quickly, they will initiate the divorce process, and then they divorce you. That's one. Some, they themselves plant the women in your life. Yeah,
That's
they do.
wickedness.
They do whatever they want to do, and then they trap you. When they do that, and they get you, now they pull the shots. What they want is what they must get, and you need to provide. If not, they go to the law court and they get half of your booty. That is the law, and they will get it. What did they do? They did nothing. All they did was to be a part of your life, marriage. They didn't contribute any quota into the wealth you made, and yet they will sweep half by the law. So they are using the law now to abuse men who are not suspecting. That is unfortunate.
But Bishop, it's quite unfortunate. Before, we would want you to read what you have for us to continue from there. Yes, but women, why have we gotten to this stage anyway?
Now, listen to this. There is this American anchor by name God Nathaniel. He made an observation, and he said that in 2014, out of the 100 wealthiest women counted, 98 of them made their wealth through divorce. Only 2 of them gained wealth through their skill and hard work. Now just imagine that. Now these women will say they got it through hard work. They will tell you all kinds of stories. It's a lie. They got their wealth wrecking men, divorcing men, and taking half of the booty, taking half of the property. Now if you do that, listen to this story. Listen to this story. A certain woman, a caretaker, a cleaner in a hotel, at the age of 36 years, took the sperm, used condom of a wealthy tech guy who was 24 years. The gentleman comes to the hotel and he took the used sperm of that man, inserted it in herself, and got pregnant. And at the age of 40, brought the child and said, "You are the father of this child." Can you just imagine? And took it to the court. They determined it through DNA. I have not slept with you, and yet the child is yours. This is what I did. And because the child is yours, you must take care of the child. The law says it, and you must obey. Can you just imagine? That is what they did. There's this American basketball player by name Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen. The wife divorced him, took whatever she would take. After the divorce, this same woman had gone to date to be with Michael Jordan's son, who is younger than her own firstborn.
Ah,
What is she looking for? Wealth. That is what they do. They arrange themselves, they position themselves, and then, for whatever reason it is, that is what is happening. So many a man today, Akuda, have begun to realize that if you are not careful, that a woman will use relationship, and for that matter marriage, get into you, give birth with you, you think it is love, you think you are building a family, but no, they didn't come to build a family. They came to wreck you and take half of your property and build their own wealth from your toil. It wouldn't have been bad if we are together, but then because they have an ulterior motive, they come closer to you, and this is what they do. Now tell me for a fact, tell me, that will that be encouraging men now when they make wealth to really go into women? Because they don't even know your motive for coming. You pretend you love them. You pretend you are ill for it. Not true. They wait until they get married. They wait until they give birth. They wait until they've cemented their relationship with you. Then the next thing.
We'll come back for a part 2 of this one because you are getting heated. All too soon, our time is up. We want to come back on this topic again. We are coming back from where he left off. Women, why have we gotten to this stage? Until we come again next week, we want to say shout out to Beam Light Movement, Akuda Talk Show, Akuda Foundation, Licious Beauty Parlor, Joy Impartation Ministries, Akuda Special Sobolo. Get one for yourself. Bye bye.
I'm going under, and this time I feel there's no one to save me.